Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to discuss just now second part of bacteria, multiple choice questions. Germ theory of disease was put forward by Robert Koch, Edward Jenner, Louis Pasteur, John Sloan. It is by the Louis Pasteur. A plasmid is genetic material of a virus, extra chromosomal DNA in a bacterial cell, smallest bacterium slime mold. The correct option is extra chromosomal DNA in a bacterial cell. Cell walls of gram-positive bacteria are made up of murine, protein only, protein and lipid, cellulose and protein. Correct option is murine. Which bacteria convert nitrate into nitrogen? Nitrifying bacteria, denitrifying bacteria, nitrogen producing bacteria, nitrogen symbiotic bacteria. Correct option is denitrifying bacteria. To introduce a foreign gene in a plant, which one is used? Agrobacterium, E. coli, Bacillus anthracis, all of this. It is agrobacterium. In terms of nutrition, autotrophs are to heterotrophs as algae are to protozoans, kelp are to diatoms, protozoans are to algae, pathogenic bacteria are to harmless bacteria. Correct option is algae are to protozoans. Which statement is wrong in regard to bacteria? Bacteria carry out neither mitosis nor meiosis. Bacteria reproduce by the form of cell division called binary fission. Bacteria are eukaryotes. Bacteria have nuclei. Bacteria are eukaryotes. In bacterial chromosome, the nucleic acid polymers are linear DNA molecule, circular DNA molecule of two types DNA and RNA, linear RNA molecule. It is of two types of DNA and RNA. Azotobacter and Vaginischia are examples of symbiotic nitrogen fixers, ammonifying bacteria, non-symbiotic nitrogen fixers, disease causing. It is non-symbiotic nitrogen fixers. The biological term used to describe two organisms living together and beneficial to each other is ecosystem, parasitism, symbiosis, commensalism. It is symbiosis. Genetically engineered bacteria have been successfully used in a commercial production of human insulin, thyroxine, testosterone, melatonin. It is human insulin. Under suitable conditions, some bacteria are capable of reproducing by binary fission once every half 4. Suppose you placed a single bacterium in a culture medium and its descendants proceed to reproduce at this rate. How many bacteria would represent after 5 years? 1000, 1028, 2008, 1024. It is 1024. Passive immunity was discovered by Edward Jenner, Emil von Behring, Robert Koch, Louis Pasteur. It is Emil von Behring. Which of the following organisms do not have mitochondria? Seeds of strawberry, nostoc, Psychos revoluta, Clostridium denitrificans. It is Clostridium denitrificans. A microbiologist found that some bacteria infected by phages had developed the ability to make a particular amino acid that they could not make before. This ability was probably a result of transformation, natural selection, conjugation, transduction. Correct option is transduction. The bacteria that played the decisive role in increasing the concentration of free oxygen in early period in the Earth's atmosphere are cyanobacteria, nitrifying bacteria, mycoplasma, sulfur bacteria. Correct option is cyanobacteria. According to the fossil record, which event has occurred most recently? The appearance of methane producing bacteria, the appearance of mycoplasma, the appearance of cyanobacteria, the appearance of viruses. Correct option, the appearance of methane. Which organisms are the oldest life form? Bacteria, virus, members of kingdom Protista, algae. It is the bacteria. At least 2 billion years, nearly half the age of Earth, the only organism that existed were bacteria, viruses, Protista, only mycoplasma. It is bacteria. The bacteria that can spoil under processed canned food are psychophiles, mesophiles, thermophiles. None of these. They are the thermophiles. Which of the following most accurately describes the sex lives of bacteria? Bacteria do not cause any sexual processes. Bacteria can exchange genes but do not reproduce sexually. Bacteria can only reproduce sexually. Bacteria can reproduce sexually and asexually. Bacteria do not cause any sexual processes. And all the following human diseases are caused by spirochetes except syphilis, food poisoning, Lyme disease, tetanus. That is tetanus. Psychrophilic bacteria are those bacteria that grows best in oxygen-free environment at pH level of 10 or above at 0 degree to 20 degrees centigrade temperature only in the presence of viruses. At 0 degrees centigrade to 20 degrees centigrade temperatures. Members of the genus Streptococcus are responsible for the cases of plague, neurological disease, meningitis and diphtheria, rheumatic fever, food poisoning and boil. Rheumatic fever. Members of the green Azotobacter and Rhizobium are important because they break down sulfur compounds, cause serious disease in animals, convert animal dung into compost, trap nitrogen from the air and fix it into usable compound. Those bacteria designated Micro, microaerophilic are distinguished by their ability to grow in high concentration of salts, in low concentration of oxygen, in low concentration of nitrogen, only in the presence of viruses, that is, in low concentration of oxygen. Chemoautotrophic bacteria are bacteria that derive their energy from chemical reactions and cause human disease such as Lyme disease, synthesize their own food, are cancer producing, use performed organic matter in their body, correct, or synthesize their own food. All the following human diseases are due to members of the genus Clostridium except botulism, tetanus, several abdominal pain and diarrhea, tuberculosis. Correct option is tuberculosis. Bacteria that are pathogenic in the body grow at temperatures over 80 degrees centigrade at body temperature at the same temperature as viruses at mesophilic temperature. The process of transformation in bacteria does not require a competent recipient cell oxygen virus, a series of enzymes, a virus. Those bacteria believed to have lived during the earliest years on the earth belong to the group Eubacteria, Ricketts, Archaeobacteria, heterotrophic bacteria. Correct option is Archaeobacteria. Which of the following is necessary for the process of conjugation in bacteria? One live recipient cell and one dead recipient cell, a large concentration of glucose molecule. Viruses that multiply within bacteria, one recipient cell and one donor cell. Last one is correct, one recipient cell and one donor cell. Enteric bacteria are those bacteria that live in the kidney, in the human respiratory tract, in the human nervous system, in the human intestine tract. Enteric bacteria in the human intestinal tract. An HFR bacterium is one that contains many unusual plasmids, chromosomal materials acquired from a recipient cell, a plasmid integrated into its chromosome, the ability to undergo transduction. Correct option, a plasmid integrated into its chromosome. When the F factor enters a recipient cell during conjugation, the recipient cell undergoes lysis, multiples rapidly, becomes a donor cell, develops mitochondria, undergoes lysis. Borrelia burgdorferi is noted for its ability to cause Lyme disease, plant disease, a lake to dry rapidly, leprosy. It is the Lyme disease. All members of the genus Bacillus are known for their ability to break down nitrogen containing compound, their ability to form spores, their ability to live in the absence of oxygen, the capsules they possess, their ability to form spores. Certain bacteria are able to thrive under extreme environmental conditions such as absence of oxygen, high salt concentration, high temperature, or highly acidic environment. What are these bacteria called? Hardy bacteria, probacteria, neobacteria, archaebacteria. They are called archaebacteria. Halophiles are the bacteria that requires for growth extremely hot springs, Arctic areas, extremely strong brine, marshy places, extremely strong brine. Bacteria which are found in marshy areas and among the flora of cattle rumen are called methanogens, acidophiles, thermophiles, thermoacidophile. It is the methanogens. This disease is caused by the bacterium Treponema pallidum, gonorrhea, hepatitis, syphilis, conjunctiva. It is syphilis. Which family of bacteria can decompose a wide variety of the organic compounds, natural or man-made, including inert ones like hydrocarbon? This property has actually been used by scientists to reduce pollution such as that from petroleum spillage, Enterobacteria, Archaeobacteria, Spirochaetes, Pseudomonas. It is the Pseudomonas. In the beginning, there was no oxygen in Earth's atmosphere, the activity of which organism is generally supposed to have made the Earth's atmosphere aerobic or oxygenated. Cyanobacteria, filamentous algae, monocotyledons, mycoplasma. It is cyanobacteria. Which non-toxic, fast-going cyanobacterium is cultivated in tanks as a protein-rich animal feed? Nostoc, Strigonema, Spirulina, oscillatoria. It is Spirulina. Leptothrix is an example of iron bacteria. Which of the following statements best fit the iron bacteria? They cause rusting of iron. They are responsible for preservation of iron-rich artifacts in archaeological material. They oxidize ferrous compounds to ferric oxide. They cause iron to be deposited in the livers of animals. They oxidize ferrous compounds to ferric oxide, which is a group of ancient photosynthetic prokaryotes which give oxygen during photosynthesis. Archaeobacteria, chemoautotrophic bacteria, heterotrophic bacteria, cyanobacteria. Correct option is cyanobacteria. A plasmid found in some bacteria can integrate reversibly with the chromosome of its host, and then it behaves as part of the host chromosome, multiplying with it. What is this plasmid known as? Episome, extrosome, exosome, introsome? It is episome. Bacterial conjugation has been observed in numerous spirochetes, gram-positive bacteria, gram-negative bacteria, cyanobacteria. It is in gram-negative bacteria. When a virus remains with the chromosomes of a host bacterium for a long period of time, the viral DNA is called adenovirus, baculovirus, provirus, enterovirus. It is provirus. Which of the following characteristics is associated with specialized transduction? The virus attaches to the bacterial chromosome. A virus immediately replicates within a host bacteria. The virus fails to replicate within the host bacteria. The viral DNA is destroyed immediately on entering the bacterium. The correct option, the virus attaches to the bacterial chromosome. For purpose of microbial control, the term sterilization implies the removal of pathogenic forms of microorganisms, the lowering of the microbial count, the destruction of all forms of microorganisms, the destruction of microorganisms only on the body surface. The correct option, the destruction of all forms of microorganisms. The difference between the disinfectant and an antiseptic is that a disinfectant is used on lifeless objects only, while an antiseptic is used on the skin surface. Disinfectant kills bacteria spores while an antiseptic does not. A disinfectant does not achieves sterilization and an antiseptic does. Disinfectants are chemical substances while antiseptics are not chemical. Correct option is the first. A disinfectant is used on lifelike objects only, while an antiseptic is used on the skin surface. Ethylene oxide is widely used to sterilize plastics, disinfect tabletops, kill bacteria on the skin surface, sterilize chemical solution. Correct option, sterilize plastics. The penicillin family of antibiotics is used primarily against viruses, fungi, gram-negative bacteria, gram-positive bacteria. Among the currently used drugs for threatening tuberculosis are isoniazid, isoniazid, erythromycin, vancomycin, chlorophenicol. The correct isoniazid. Nitrogen-fixing bacteria may be located in the roots of leguminous plant in the outer regions, outer fringes of space in the human intestine associated with the fish product. It is in the roots of leguminous. Bacteria species of Thiobacillus and Bagiota play an important role in the water cycle on Earth, phosphorus cycle, sulfur cycle in the soil, breakdown of seeds. It is sulfur cycle in the soil. True nucleus is absent in green algae, lichen, fungus, bacteria. It is bacteria. Bacteria are considered plants because they have rigid cell wall, they cannot move, they occur everywhere, they multiply by binary fission. Correct option, they have rigid cell wall. Teichoic acid is absent in all bacteria, gram-positive bacteria, gram-negative bacteria, in all microbes. It is in gram-negative bacteria. Bacteroids are found in root nodules of all legumes, cyclosporolide roots, root nodules of all non-legumes, root nodules of some legumes. It is present, correct option, root nodules of all legumes. Streptomycin is obtained from Streptomyces gracilis, Streptococcus, Bacillus Myxa, Streptomyces rhinosa. Correct option is Streptomyces gracilis. The similarity between cyanobacteria and bacteria, plasmid, nucleus, centrosome, DNA. It is the DNA. Germ theory of disease was proposed by Arcos, Leeuwenhoek, posture, Linnaeus. It is the posture. Which is the hydrogen donor in the bacterial photosynthesis? Water, HNO3, H2SO4, NH3. It is H2SO4. An organism that lacks plastids, even then it manufactures its own food material. Bacteria, virus, fungus, bacteriophage. It is bacteria. Some bacteria cannot be killed easily because of their tolerance, their chitinous cell wall, capsule presence, endospore. Correct option is endospore formation. Posture is famous for his work on yeast and fermenting wines, work on photosynthesis, germ theory of diseases, antibiotic discovery. Correct option, germ theory of diseases. Some diseases caused by bacteria are measles, mumps, malaria, smallpox, sleeping sickness, syphilis, pneumonia, polymyalgia, tetanus, typhoid, tuberculosis. It is correct option, tetanus, typhoid, and tuberculosis. Diaminopyramidalic acid and uramic acid are constituents of cell walls in high plants, fungi, bacteria, bacteriophages. It is in bacteria. Bacterial cell walls possess cellulose, chitin, lignin, mucopeptides or peptidoglycan. It is the correct option, mucopeptides or peptidoglycan. Commonest mode of asexual reproduction in bacteria is binary fission, sexual conjugation, budding, spoliation. It is binary fission. In nitrification, nitrosomonas bacteria converts nitrate to nitrite, chloroplast, ammonia to nitrite, nitrate to nitrogen. Correct option, ammonia to nitrite. Asexual reproductive bodies in bacteria are akinids, chloroplast, heterocysts, conidia. It is the conidia. Wine turns sour because of heat, anaerobic bacteria, aerobic bacteria, exposure to light. It is the aerobic bacteria. Milk is converted to curd by Xanthomonas citri, Acetobacter aceti, Bacillus thuringiensis, Streptococcus lactis. It is the Streptococcus lactis. Streptomyces falls under fungi, Eubacterius, Actinomycetes, while it is Actinomyces. The structure formed by the bacterial genome is generally called as nucleus, nucleolus, nucleoside, nucleoid. It is the nucleoid. Botulism is a type of food poisoning caused by saprophytic Clostridium, disease caused by Staphylococcus in man, disease of citrus, waterborne disease of animal. It is a type of a food poisoning caused by saprophytic Clostridium. Circular DNA is seen in higher plants, fungus, bacteria, while the circular DNA is seen in bacteria only. The visible appearance of growths of bacteria seen on laboratory culture media are called ethylous spores colonies tissues. It is colonies. Bacteria resemble nostoc species, mitochondria, chlamydomonas. It is the nostoc species. Milk spoilage is due to aspergillus, pseudomonas, lactobacillus, staphylococcus. It is due to lactobacillus. Cyanobacteria, unlike other types of bacteria that photosynthesize, do not give off oxygen, do not have chlorophyll, give off oxygen, do not have a cell wall, give off oxygen. Which of the following is not a characteristics of the eubacteria? Prokaryotic have peptidoglycan cell wall, have the same shape, grow by binary fission. Correct option, prokaryotic. Which of the following is a beneficial activity of microorganisms? Some microorganisms produce oxygen, some microorganisms provide nitrogen for plant growth, some microorganisms are used in sewage treatment process. All the above. Correct option, all the above. The DNA of E. coli is single-stranded and linear, single-stranded and circular, double-stranded and linear, double-stranded and circular. Correct option is double-stranded and circular. Botanically isolated a free-living nitrogen fixer bacterium named Clostridium, Azotobacter, Rhizobium, Cyanobacter. Correct option is Azotobacter. Botulinum toxin affects neurotransmitter, pumping of electrolytes and water, protein synthesis, lysosomal membrane. It affects neurotransmitter. Which one of the following is the temperature would most likely kill a mesophiles? Minus 50 degrees, 0 degree, 37 degrees, 60. It is the 60 degrees centigrade is likely to kill mesophile. I hope everything is clear. Any doubt anywhere, you can ask me in the comment section. Again, we will meet in the next video. Thank you.